Good afternoon, everybody. Been a long time no talk. It is Friday afternoon at about 1 o'clock p.m. January 22nd. January 22nd. And you can see it. We got the 750 no-till drill, and we're in a 7210 tractor. And we are drilling cover crop. I know I said here a while back I was wanting to drill some cover crop. I didn't get there. We're about a month behind as normal. So I told you I would bring you along when I'm doing it, so that's what I'm doing. This isn't really what I had planned to do with this cover crop, but it's going to be the best use that we have for it right now. Let me turn around. I'm going to show you this. So you can see that there. That is a fire, where we had a fire trail a week ago yesterday, January 14th. I started that way. You can see all that bare ground. That's all been burnt. That started, this fire was pretty terrible. Went a long ways. It went 11 miles. No buildings, houses were damaged. No livestock were lost. Did lose some fences. A couple guys lost some hay piles. There were some grain bags over here south, a half mile or so, that burnt. So just kind of a tough deal. Anyway, I'm drilling this mix. I don't know if you can see it. I'm just kind of putting some strips out here against what would be a normal prevailing wintertime wind, in the hopes that we can get something growing. We're supposed to get snow. It's actually trying to snow right now. It's hard to see. It's sunny and trying to snow. It's that weird stuff. But so just drilling this in. The cover crop is, we'll get out and look at it here a little bit. It's they call it Thunder Grace Triticale, which has two varieties of rye. It has spring triticale, it has two winter triticales, and it has some winter wheat. That's the Thunder Grace blend. And then we also in there's some winter peas, some rape. I think that's it, actually. This is mix I drilled in Kansas. We're in Nebraska now. This is my grandmother's place. My dad actually farms it, but he's on vacation, so we're doing this. He didn't know about it. We'll see if he gets mad or not when he gets home in a few days. Just trying to help. But anyway, mostly I planted this as a spring grazing mix down to Kansas. Part of it I did fence off. I have a goal of baling it and putting it up as baleage. That's my goal. We'll see how that goes. And then when I get done, we're going to follow up and put in a sorghum sedan behind that. Either for dry hay or baleage, or maybe both. We're going to try something different. We might try cutting it at 3 to 4 feet in height and see if we can get a little better forage. I usually have plenty of tonnage. I need a little bit better. I'm not saying great. I mean, it's just beef cows, but feeding them the alfalfa I do is too much. So we're just going back and forth. Sorry, drilling some more. See if I can get this to where you can see what's going on back there a little bit. We get to the north end, I'm going to get out and check the seat. I'll show you what we got in there. So, but this ground is, I mean, it's terrible dry. We haven't had really any measurable moisture since the 15th of September. No snow, the ground isn't even froze. I mean, one, it hasn't really been that cold. But when it was cold enough even to make the ground firm up, which is what I'm going to call firm up, we don't have enough moisture to freeze it. So we need some moisture. This snow, I don't know if you can see it, there's some flakes flying once in a while. Bring it on. I mean, bring it on. We need it, especially around here after this fire. Up here Friday, the fire was on Thursday a week ago, you couldn't see 200 foot in front of your vehicle. The dirt was blowing so bad. There's so much ash in the air, and it was just a mess. But even there, look at the dust behind the drill. That's like we're planting in August, you know, and tilled ground. And this is not tilled ground; it just all burned off. So. I don't know, not a lot going on, just keeping cows moved around, keeping them in fresh corn stock so they're happy. Been on the road quite a bit for work selling seed, so that's been going really well. But just keeping on doing it. I got a bunch of hay to haul yet. It seems like it's never ending. I get done hauling hay and we'll be putting up new hay. So that's going to go, but that's pretty normal. Had a few things go on that are new around here. Got a new drop deck trailer, semi-trailer. Got rid of the deck over and got a drop deck, so that's kind of a nice upgrade. After that, we'll see. We got some more things going on in the works for adding equipment. We'll see. So we're gonna get out here, get her stopped, put her in park. So we're gonna get out and go look at this seed. I hope I can show it to you well. I'm not very good. Sometimes I got this camera on selfie. I don't know what the best way is. I've done it both ways. And we'll see what happens here. So let me climb up here on this drill. Oh man, you can smell it being burnt. So here's a mix. Level this out a little bit, but the peas are pretty obvious in there. There's a little one right here. You can't see that one. There's some really small seeds in there that are the rape. There, you can see some of them there. And of course, the wheat. This is rye. Here's triticale. The triticale usually looks shriveled up, and the seam of the kernel will have some fuzz in it. So that's one way you can tell triticale from wheat. Looks like wheat, other than a little wrinkly. And I don't know what you want to call it. I'm going to call it the seam is fuzzy. So we got a little bit of seed in there. We probably got enough for 8 or 10 acres. We didn't have a whole lot. I figured about 15 acres when we started. And it's getting cold. So this thing going again. All right. I figured I had about 15 acres worth of seed. This field is actually 16 acres. And I'm kind of guessing I'm going to do about half or maybe a little less than half of it. So, I don't know if this is the right thing to do or not. I'm trying to get as many acres out of what I have for seed as I can. So that's why I'm doing strips. I'm hoping that will be enough to help break the wind and hold some soil down. We'll see. So, but yeah, bad deal. They said somewhere around 26 miles of fence burnt. 26 miles of fence. Again, no damages to, well, I'm not gonna say no damages, but no houses burnt. I know there's some people who are having trouble with some smoke damage and dust and soot and dirt and that kind of stuff that's going to be never ending. So, burn a lot of grassland, which, you know, most times is a good thing. A lot of guys do a planned burn on their grass, you know, in this area, especially you get into Kansas. K-State has done a lot of work on burning grassland. So, just a short video. Hopefully in a couple days I'll get some time. It's going to be, looks like we're supposed to get, you know, over the next 4 or 5 days, 6 inches of snow, which gladly bring it on. We need the moisture. So we'll be doing some checking on cows, making sure they're good. So we'll probably do a cow video or two maybe. We'll get some time in that. Of course, been busy. I mean, this with Dad being gone, his cows were out this morning, so my brother-in-law and I worked on that for an hour and a half or so. Just this fire, trying to help neighbors, getting them hay. There's been a lot of donated hay and stuff. The Nebraska South Central Cattlemen's, the Nebraska Cattlemen and the smaller is a South Central Cattleman. Been gathering up fencing supplies and hay and donating money. I myself, I donated some hay, bought some fencing supplies to donate. I'm a member of the Cattlemen's, and I had some land that was in the fire, and they mailed me a check to help me buy hay and stuff, and I didn't have enough damage. I didn't, it didn't burn enough of mine to be a concern, so I took my check to town, signed it, and gave it to the fire department, said, here, you guys can use this. I don't, I appreciate it. I'm very much appreciative of the help and the gesture. It just, my losses didn't amount to, a hill of beans. So, but I don't know. I hate to say anything about it, I guess, but if you're so moved or feel you want to send some help, if you're a Facebook user, you can find South Central Cattlemen or Nebraska Cattlemen on Facebook, and they have all the information if you wanted to help. So, more than nothing, I offered to, help haul hay or anything I could do. Some guys had a loss. Some guys can't afford it. Some guys will get by, but one of them things, if it was me and I was in a situation where my hay pile was burnt, don't get me wrong, I don't know if I'm going to say proud or stubborn or however you want to put it. It's kind of hard to accept stuff like that sometimes, but we live in this rural community where anything you can do to help, anybody can help. It's all appreciated. It's all work together. The day of the fire, there was 21 plus volunteer fire departments here, and I mean, it just unreal. I mean, there was local fertilizer companies that compete every day for producers' business. All went together, hauled water in. I mean, all the I'll bet there was 15 to 20 tractors and discs running around. Some of them come from 25, 30 miles away. I mean, just unreal the amount of people that come to help and support. And it's just, I mean, I'm not on the fire department, and I heard about it, and I got over here as fast as I could and was looking for something to do. All I did was I stayed in town and since there was so many fire departments coming around, I just stood on a highway in town and told them where they could go get water at. I mean, that's all I did. It's nothing big, but I'm sure it helped. I hope it helped, I guess. But I'm not here to talk about what I did. It's just, it's a bad deal. It's terrible dry. We're lucky that we had a good summer, and there's a lot of forages in the countryside to be purchased or donated. But again, so it just amazes me, and this is just a perspective on difference, and this could get political, and that's not the point of the discussion I'm having here. Talk is, rural America, they say we're hicks, and we're, just kind of out of touch and all that. And I'm not going to lie, I'm out of touch. I'm not up on a lot of what's going on with pop culture or anything fun like that. But now, new cow stuff? Yeah, we'll talk about that. But anyway, so the way this community could come together for a common goal, for strangers no less. I mean, when you're a volunteer firefighter driving 60 miles to help fight a fire, you're helping strangers. I mean, and then all the BS that goes on with the Capitol in Washington and people trying to get in and do damage and do this and that. And I mean, it's selfish and stupid. And I mean, it doesn't do anybody any good, and this is, nobody's after fame down here. But it's very, I don't know. I'm proud to live in a community I live in because of the way people go to help each other. Now, there's a few people I think are going to take advantage of the situation with insurance companies and some of that, but that's neither here nor there. And I think most people are good. Most people want to help if they can, some way or another, be a help. That's what they want to do, and especially here in rural America. I don't have enough experience to speak about urban America, don't get me wrong. So, I don't know. That's all. I've been rambling on a lot. Just look at that. Snowflakes and sunshine. It's just kind of weird. So, but again, thankful nobody lost a house, nobody lost their life, nobody lost their livestock. And thankful for all the help we did get. So, alrighty, well, that's all. I'm getting in the video. Maybe a couple days we'll do something with cows. So, thanks for watching.